Hey guys, Brian here, with my messy hair again, and another fun-filled video. So, another movie review. We did the Titanic the other day. Today we're going to do Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 1971, starring Gene Wilder. I'm also going to review the Johnny Depp one. Stay tuned for that video. So initially, this movie came out in 1971. It wasn't originally a hit, I don't believe, but over time it's become a cult classic. It's a really great movie, 10 out of 10. So initially, let's start off with the movie. So the movie starts out with like a bunch of candy being made, just parts through a candy factory. Then it's kids running away from a school, like running out from a school, like school just got out. Not like they're running away, I think this is bad. Like they're leaving a school, or they just got out. They go to the candy store. They're having all these candy. They meet with this guy, and he goes, he's a candy man. He starts singing the Sammy Davis Jr. song, "The Candyman Can." Then next, you see a boy looking out through the window, a blonde-haired boy named Charlie Bucket. Charlie works at a newspaper stand. He delivers papers. He's a sad boy. I mean, their family's really poor. I mean, they got 4 elderly people sleeping in a bed. It's all they can afford. His father died, I believe, in the timeline. It's just really sad. But he's obsessed with this candy maker, Willy Wonka. Now, before I get into that, he did bring home bread and stuff that made him happy, but back to the point. He's obsessed with this guy, Willy Wonka. And his grandfather tells him stories about Willy Wonka and, like, now, yeah, just tells him stories and stuff. And Willy Wonka is a chocolate maker. I'm sure you guys know that because you guys have seen the movie, but Willy Wonka is a chocolate maker and a candy maker. It's kind of like Milton Hershey. Yeah, and Willy Wonka made these wondrous candies and stuff. And Charlie, would love to go to the factory, but it's closed. And his grandfather actually tells him the story about how a bunch of his employees were selling stuff to Slugworth, his main competitor. And initially, he shut the factory down, but then a couple years later, the lights and everything were on, and the smoke was coming from the smokestacks, but there were no people. No one ever goes in, no one ever goes out. It's a mystery. Well, then a few days later in the timeline, we get to find out that Willy Wonka's doing something special. You can see his factory. 5 golden tickets will go out. The 5 winners will get to come and spend a day at his factory. So, initially, Charlie wants a ticket. He only gets 1 chocolate bar a year for his birthday. He gets it, pretends he got the ticket, but he said, no, I didn't get it. It's not lucky like other kids, what he says. You see the first kid that gets it, Augustus Gloop. Augustus is this heavy kid, even though he's not heavy. He's not like me, like fat. He's really not heavy at all. I mean, he's really like a kind of a husky, kind of taller for his age. He's really not heavy at all, but he's Swedish. He gets it first. Then you have, he's like the overeating kid. Then you have the brat, Veruca Salt, who's a total brat. Daddy gives her whatever she wants, owns a nut factory, does whatever he wants for her. She gets whatever she wants. And initially, she gets it next. Then this girl named Violet Beauregard, who chews gum chewing champion, kind of a brat too, gets it. The 3rd golden ticket. 4th golden ticket is found by this really obnoxious little kid named Mike TV, who's like obsessed with TV. Obviously, it's in the name. Then they believe that the 5th golden ticket was found. It wasn't. And you have some songs. You have Charlie's mom saying, "Come on, Charlie, cheer up." It turns out the 5th golden ticket though that I said was found was fake. It was some guy lying. Charlie ends up finding some money in a drain. He's able to buy a chocolate bar. First time he gets one for his grandpa Joe. He opens it. He's got the golden ticket. He runs home. There's another song, great song. I've got a golden ticket. They go to the factory the next day. It's a bunch of stuff. Willy Wonka's really cool in it. He comes out and limps a little bit, walking with a cane, that does a somersault. Amazing. Actually, interesting story with that. Gene Wilder would only do the movie if they'd let him add that in the movie. I thought that was really cool, really funny. Gene Wilder's amazing in it, by the way. They all go in. Gene Wilder says some stuff to him, They go in the factory. You can tell it's a crazy factory by all means. The room that they go in gets smaller. Then it gets bigger. It's just crazy, and it's like a fun house. He says that you have to go through it to get out of it. You can't just turn around. But it's a really good movie so far. They go into the thing. He opens up the thing. He plays a magical music thing to get inside his main room of his factory. He goes in the main room, and it's really just, it's a candy world. There's a chocolate river and stuff. They actually don't think it's a chocolate river. They think it's like nasty water, but it's chocolate. They just go. It's just amazing. He sings a song, "If you want to view pure imagination," as everyone basically goes and enjoys themselves. They start seeing these little Oompa Loompas. Well, first they talk about the river, what a disgusting river, or else his mom says it's supposed to be chocolate. I was initially steered away from the book, that's why I rolled all in. I'll talk about that in the next video, though, for the Johnny Depp one. But yeah, it's chocolate. He says it's a really good book. A really good book to both movies, but yeah, it's a really good movie. Initially they see these things called Oompa Loompas, or these little people that are orange and they have green hair, and yeah, and they talk about it. Veruca is one of the Oompa Loompas. It's not for sale. He explains the Oompa Loompa story. Then Augustus is drinking from the chocolate river, and he goes, Augustus, you cannot drink from that chocolate river. My chocolate must not be touched by human hands. Augustus falls in. He ends up getting sucked up the pipe that mixes the chocolate. Then the Oompa Loompas sing a little song, really good song. Listen to it sometime, Oompa Loompa. Then it's onto a boat, magical little boat. He talks some more, pretty basic. I don't want to get into the details if you guys have never seen this before. But he really just gets into the video. He gets into talking. They get on this little boat. It's kind of, some people say it's planned because they're 5 golden tickets. You get only enough seats for the guests and one of their bring-alongs. Member of their family or whatever. They go into like a scary tunnel, like a bunch of horror movies and bugs and stuff start playing in the background. It actually says the Slugworth guy. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot about Slugworth. Slugworth is the guy, he offers them money for an everlasting gobstopper to try to get money. He's the main competitor. I'm totally sorry, I totally forgot about Slugworth. But back to where we were with the boat scene. It shows a picture of Slugworth and a bunch of other stuff. They go to this other room in the factory. It's got tons of different stuff. He gives them all everlasting gobstoppers, what Slugworth wanted. Even though they look at text. But yeah, they're like this candy, you suck on it, it never loses its flavor, it never shrinks or anything. So next on in the story, you have this girl Violet. This gum that's a 3-course dinner. It's mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and pork, I believe. I don't really remember the exact dinner what it was, but it was blueberry pie and ice cream for dessert. And she starts turning blue. Violet's turning violet. Then she starts getting bigger. She starts swelling up, and then the Oompa Loompas sing this song, and they roll her out. And then he says, "I'll get you Wonka." Wonka says she has to be squeezed. Then the next thing, they introduce this lickable wallpaper, and he says schnozberries. It's just a really bunky movie, but really good. Then initially, it's on to the next person's go away. It's Veruca. She sings a song, "I Want It Now." Such a brat. They go into this room with the golden eggs. Now, before we get to that, Charlie and Grandpa Joe are drinking this magical soap or magical root beer that makes them float, soda. They have to burp their way down. They go into the room. Veruca sings a brat song, and then "I Want It Now," the brat, and then she goes down the tube. Then her father follows her, bad egg, because she didn't get a goose. And then initially the Oompa Loompas sing another song, the brat song. And then it's on to the last disappearance. But before we get to that, they go on this not magical, but this little train that shoots out soap and stuff. Little ride. Then they go to the TV room. They shrink a bar of chocolate. It's ginormous to make it chocolate. Mike TV gets himself shrunk. And that's the end of him. The Oompa Loompas sing a song. That's the end of that part. Then they talk about winning. Did Charlie win the prize? And he said no. Oh, you rub stuff. Then Charlie gives him back the everlasting gobstopper, and he said, "One good last soul." Who else does he win? He won. They go into this glass elevator, and they go, it'll shatter in pieces. They shoot up the thing, and he tells Charlie that he can have the whole factory. His family can move in with him. And the movie ends really good. It's really a touching movie. It's really a great movie. I'd recommend watching it. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. The cast all did awesome. It's very entertaining. Yes, it's not really realistic to the book, but still, it's just an amazing movie. I'd recommend watching it to anybody. So, when I rank it 10 out of 10, amazing movie, amazing cast, everything. That's it for this movie review. Go out and watch Willy Wonka. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Alright guys, and please tune in tomorrow to watch the Johnny Depp at Charlie and Chocolate Factory movie review. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.